To many in the human resource profession, the Delaware Valley Human Resource Department of the Year Award has become a well-deserved symbol of excellence. Leading companies in our region have earned the honor over the past 16 years. This past April, a kickoff meeting was held for the 2013 HR Department of the Year Awards at the prestigious Union League in Philadelphia. This event featured this past year's winners, and each winner presented an in-depth overview of what it took to win the award. The session discussed how they won and what were their winning strategies.
My name is Scott Rosen, and I am president of the Rosen Group and also founder of the HR Department of the Year Awards. And we're thrilled to have a group here today to listen to our winners from last year's event. We've got people that have taken a lot of time to prepare a lot of great information. This came out of, by the way, the feedback from the HR Department of the Year Award event, which we hold every year in November. The feedback was, it's great that these people are going up and getting these awards, but what exactly are they doing? Why is their HR function, why is their organization any different than our organization or any other organization out there?
Healthcare in Virtua in particular is moving away from the business of treating sick people, although we will do that, but our primary emphasis or our broader emphasis will be on keeping people well. Our mission statement now is, it's very simple and very understandable. We seek to keep people well, get well, be well, and stay well.
Probably in the early to mid 2000s, Rich Miller, who was our CEO, stood in front of a group of approximately 400 leaders and told us that he would define us as average. It really did not sit well with the group, of course, you know? And our first thought was, oh my goodness, how dare you? Are we truly average? So we decided, you know, at some point we had to create a strategic plan to increase the accountability in our organization. And we began what I would consider a multi-generational plan at that point. We were guided by Virtua's mission, vision, and values, of course, and our strategic imperatives. But we first began by identifying the goals for the organization. Still to this day, we do that at the end of every year. We look forward to creating our goals for the following year. And we begin with global goals for the organization and then begin to cascade them down. We go through each of our business units, each of our leaders, and now down all the way to our staff level. Wasn't always that way. About 4 years ago, we began to create goals for our staff so that they knew what the goals of the organization were and their part to play in those goals. So it was fully aligning measurable goals from top to bottom that allowed us to begin to differentiate performance with our people. We adapted the GE model of Session C. I don't know how many of you are familiar with that model, but they have a model of succession planning that really incorporated force distribution. And oh, that terrible word from an HR perspective, oh, force distribution, do we really want to go there? Okay. But sometimes it really does help the organization to get where we want to go. We began by saying we want force distribution. So we will accept nothing less, or in fact nothing more than 20% of our leadership would be what we consider to be top talent, and no less than 10% of our leadership will be needs improvement. And we really did force that issue when we first started out because we wanted people to take a better look and to differentiate those that reported to them. We identified employees throughout the organization that we at that time considered top talent, and it was based on their performance the year before. And we began to have conversations at the senior level of leadership about who those people were, what positions they were in, what their strengths were, what their developmental needs were, and how we might continue to grow that group of people. We began to give people stretch assignments throughout the organization, move them out of their comfort zone into some other areas. We looked for coaching opportunities and created a coaching program at Virtua which is an internal coaching program. There's approximately 15 HR people now that are ICF trained coaches. We looked for mentoring opportunities for those people that we considered top talent, and anything that we could do to help them along their journey to continue to develop. One of the things we actually did back then is we helped them financially extend their education and look to participate in accelerated programs for advanced degrees. So it was very serious for us to help our talented people continue to develop. Over the years, we have changed that plan many, many times, okay? I think we're in the sixth opportunity for growth, I will call it, okay? So we listen to the voice of our customers at every turn, and every year we look at doing some things differently. It is that really has helped us really create what I would consider a robust talent review process now. One that we really feel enables us to keep our people engaged, to keep our top talent people, and to retain those people. We have about less than 5% turnover in our group of top talent people. We've looked at the process throughout the years. We no longer do forced distribution because the need is no longer there. Our people are differentiating performance, and we've taken our process of talent review and moved it down through the organization, all the way down through the staff level to entry-level positions. So people are now differentiating performance the way they need to. It has become much easier for us to identify top talent people, high potential people, etc. So where once we struggled with that chore, we no longer do that. We've changed our program a lot because we no longer are talking about last year's performance. We're talking about high potentials. Okay? We're identifying people that have potential in the organization, identifying possible roles for them, looking at their developmental needs, and creating a plan in which they can continue to grow. We were talking earlier to someone here that about the longevity at Virtua, and in healthcare oftentimes the longevity is great. Even in human resources, we have a lot of people that have been with the organization for quite some time. And I think the secret is that Virtua allows their people to continue to develop and move through the organization. So when people are not challenged any longer in a current role, they're able to use their skill set, use what they've been taught, and gain additional expertise and experience throughout the organization. Now we meet twice a year with our senior leadership group. We are talking about our emerging business needs. We're matching our talent to those business needs so that it's just-in-time conversations. We're talking about flight risks, those people that may show some concern in their current position about being ready to move, to be challenged elsewhere. And people perhaps that really in the marketplace, there's lots of potential out there outside of Virtua, and putting action plans together to help those people as well. Last year, as Michael indicated, we went through a major transformation at Virtua. And because of our talent review, we had reviewed 166 people that we felt were top talent. 70 of them were identified as high potential at Virtua, and we placed 37 of them in new and expanded roles. We identified 7 flight risks at Virtua that continue to work for us because we put action plans in place to help them continue to develop and move into potentially different roles in the future. 53 of those people we identified as leadership program participants.
Join us for an evening spent in celebration as we acknowledge the achievements of our colleagues in the HR industry. Registration is now open. Also, applications are now being taken and sponsorships are available. If you have any questions, please contact Scott Rosen.